While delivering a lecture of opportunity to 67 police officers under the Criminal Investigations Directorate CID at State House Entebbe, the president noted that insecurity retards development because businesses cannot thrive.
Principle number 3, socio-economic transformation. As Magambo said, it will not happen if there is rampant crime. If there is rampant crime, how will people undergo socio-economic transformation? Because you work, when you have worked, somebody comes and steals what you have produced. And there is no accountability. The one who steals what you have produced is not arrested. It is impunity. How will it happen? So we must have peace and a crime-free society. When there is crime, there is corruption. People cannot, investors can't come here. Because when investor comes here, instead of using the money to buy machinery, he must pay bribes. Bribe this one, bribe the other one, bribe the other one. In the end, the cost of doing business in Uganda becomes very expensive. And they run away. They go to other countries.
He gave an example of areas in Kampala like Munyonyo and Kansanga in much in the east, where people from all walks of life who ran away from their unstable countries are running successful businesses in Uganda because of prevailing peace.
Against thieves, these are not big enemies. They are not like the ones who are fighting. For us, we are fighting real enemies. But for you, you are fighting just abakujukuju. Just tricksters, and you can deal with them. But you need to be clear yourself.
He reminded the officers to always do their work keeping in mind the ideology of National Resistance Movement NRM that is anchored on the 4 principles, that is patriotism, Pan-Africanism, socio-economic transformation, and democracy.
Then what strategy do we need? What principles, what ideology do we need? That's why we said NRM ideology, principle number 1 is patriotism. Love Uganda. Patriotism is when you love the whole country. Patria is from the Latin word meaning fatherland. So that's why we said now, for us, while we are talking of sectarianism, we are talking of Moyo Gwagwanga meaning tribal spirit. For us, we talk of Moyo wa Uganda. Why? Because Uganda is more useful to us than Emia Ankore. So, if you are a Mkorachida Kyonka, in Luo, we say, teach me each keken. Teach me each. Each is the stomach. Teach is what? Working only for the stomach. If you are a Mukoro Chida Kyonka, you can't benefit from this market of Uganda. You can't benefit from the market of Africa. So you are outside. Oribali. So that's why we say, no, all our people must undergo socio-economic transformation. How? 2 ways. Education for all, that's why you hear us talking of education for all, but also people working for money, not just only for Echida Kyonka. So that is the 3rd principle of NRM.
The Commander-in-Chief further thanked the police authorities for listening to his advice to continue training their officers, saying when they came to power in 1986, they realized that part of the problem of security and fight against crime in Africa was ideological, and people were not able to do their work because they did not know what their societies needed.
Working so that Africa is secure from all threats, whatever size. so that Africa does not again face what it faced in the past. In the past, because of internal disorganization, we were colonized, our people were taken into slavery, and so on. We managed to survive, but we suffered a lot in the last 600 years.
Adding that many of the African countries are unstable because they are not able to diagnose their problems properly. The Director of Police CID, IGP Major Tom Magambo, informed President Museveni that they have started doing some good work on high-profile cases and corruption despite elements of intimidation. He added that they have gone ahead to set up a complaints desk at CID headquarters in Chibuli, and a toll-free line will soon be installed for members of the public to directly reach out to them.
As you have guided us the last few times we have been here, one of our biggest focus areas has been to build a critical mass within the CID that understands and appreciates the vision, mission, and the role of CID in the NRM socio-economic transformation agenda.
The Director of Human Resource Development at Uganda Police Force, IGP Godfrey Goloba, thanked President Museveni for the trust he put in them to professionalize the force. He further briefed the President that the 3-month refresher course on criminal investigations and intelligence at Kabalye Police Training School has been successful, and another batch of 77 officers will report for a similar course on 13th of May 2023.
Currently, as we close the fiscal year 2022-23, we have 3 courses that are still running. The Senior Command and Staff course, as I've mentioned before, the Signal Communications Inductions course, and the Initial Recruit course. But just like my colleague, the Director CID has said, we have assembled a new batch of CID officers who are reporting on the 13th of May, this weekend to be specific.
The ceremony was attended by, among others, Assistant Commissioner of Police Emitu Ezekiel, the Director CID Training School Kabalye, Ramadan Dakar. Jacqueline Namuli, live at 8.